What's up, everybody? Welcome to an episode I like to call TV Time with Ty. It's your host, Tyler Jefferson. I have Nadir Rouse with me today. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. How about you?
I'm feeling good. It feels good to have you in here again. You were my first interviewee last year. I was pretty nervous, but I got the feel of it. I know what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Nadir Rouse is a member of our WCU football team, undefeated WCU football team at that. Can you talk about the team for a little bit?
Oh yeah, we're doing actually extremely well right now. 7-0 actually. Number 12 in the country, sixth in the region, and we just been relentless. One of the best offenses and one of the best defense in the country right now.
So back to you. Can you tell me and those watching some basic information about yourself, where you come from, what you're studying in school, what you plan to do after school?
Just like you, I'm from the city of Philadelphia. Graduated from a local area high school, Simon Gratz. I'm a comm studies major, and I plan on doing like sports broadcasting or director of client services, basically overseeing businesses and keeping everybody going and moving. So.
Now, like you said, we're both from Philly, so we know what it's like growing up. We're going to touch on that topic a little bit later. Just tell me how long have you been playing football for?
I've been playing football since freshman year in high school. I always had a passion for it, but I was too small in Little League, so I could never play Little League. But I always had a passion for it, and I've been playing since high school.
So you've been playing for a long time. It seems as it's a part of your life right now. Can you describe a daily what's a daily things you do, as a football player, as a student, as a son, as a brother? What is the everyday thing for you?
I feel like commitment is the everyday thing to me. I feel like if you're committed to whatever your dream is, your goals is, that you're always going to be successful. So I'm committed with football, I'm committed with school, and definitely committed to my family and social life. So.
All right. You feel like repeating that part again, so I can.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm gonna just repeat the question. It seems like football has been a part of your daily life, like you said, since freshman year of high school. What is the everyday thing for you as a football player, as a son, as a student, and so on?
I feel like commitment is the daily thing that I keep myself to, because commitment is the thing that you can follow in life. Committed to my family, committed to the sport, committed to my common goals in life, so I can reach them. So.
Now, how are you able to balance all these things in your everyday life?
I feel like you make time for what you want to do, so I definitely make time for what I want to do. That's what I want to be, a football player, and I want to be a family guy. So.
And someone that knows you personally, I know you're very open, you're a very people's person, whether it's family, friends. So I know your family definitely feels the same way. Is that running a family, or are you one of a kind?
Yeah, I would say I'm one of a kind. My family kind of distant, so they stay to themselves, but I'm more sort of person that makes everybody laugh, keeps all the connections going. So I feel like I'm one of a kind.
I know your cousin, he goes here, Richard Bryan, is a friend of mine. I know he's also a people person.
Yeah.
When y'all get together, I know it's all jokes. And all.
Yeah, it's always a show. It's always a show. Together.
It seems like if y'all had a family get together, it'd probably definitely be a good time.
Super entertaining.
So football not takes over your life, but it's a big part of your life. What are some ways you like to step away from the game to clear your mind?
Right now I like to step away the game, play a little bit of Fortnite. That's one of my things right now. But for the most part, I just like being I'm like a down-to-earth type of guy. I like watching TV, entertainment, being around some love, being around family and friends. I feel like that's a very important thing in life. So
yeah,
I take pride in that.
Yeah, personally, I know it just helps clear your mind, helps you keep you on the right track. So what are some ways you like to prepare for games?
Well, I prepare for games. I feel like the mental aspect of the game is the most important. So I'm heavy on film, heavy watching my opponents, things like that. And I definitely I tune to Meek Mill. I listen to Meek Mill before every game and a couple days before the game, just to get my mindset right, get that hunger and that pain.
Is it only Meek, or is it a lot of different hip hop artists?
There's a lot of different hip hop artists, but specifically Meek, because he went through the same things I went through. I feel like it's just he got a different background as far as music, and I'm the sport of football. So.
Who are some other Philly artists that stand out to you?
Lil Uzi, for sure.
definitely Lil Uzi. So you talk about how you're from Philly, and we know what it's like growing up. We know it's like violence, everything that goes on, and you yourself was a victim to that. 2 years ago, you were shot in the head, unfortunately. But here today, guys playing, you're here, you're smiling, you're playing football, doing what you love to do. What goes through your mind as you think about this incident?
I look at the incident as like you said, I'm still here, I'm still alive. So I feel as though after that situation, I feel as though I had a purpose to be here.
Definitely.
There's a purpose to be here, so that was my main thing. So.
What helped you get through it? The mental aspect, the physical aspect. What was the motivation in the back of your head? All right, I got this. I can get through this.
Well, it was definitely a rough time because I couldn't physically do anything. I was kind of on bed rest for like a month or some change. So it was rough, but I felt as though the part that really got me through was like I kept thinking to myself, I'm grateful to be here because I see people die every day from getting shot in the leg or shot in the arm, things like that. So I feel as though I was one of the people that was fortunate enough to get shot in the head and still be here. So I was feeling as though like I had a purpose to be here. That was in my mind. I had a purpose to be here and I had to find my reason and my purpose and my why to be here.
Definitely. Being from Philly, we know the blessing it is to make it to 16, make it to 18, 21, and so on and so on. So when we turn these specific ages, we're really taking it in and we're really expressing ourselves on how grateful we are to be here. And from an outside looking in, it might not be like a big deal, but just talk about the blessing it is to be able to see your birthday every year growing up in Philly. It's been crazy lately. It's always crazy. Just talk about how it's really grateful to be able to see another 365.
Yeah, definitely. If you look at like right now, the age group, I think it's like 300 homicides in Philadelphia, and the age group right now is like that's targeted like 150 kids from the age of 13 to 15 were the ones that were targeted and killed.
Right.
So just like you said, like it's a blessing to be to 16, a blessing to make it 16 because it's proof in the statistics that a lot of us don't make it out. So it's just a blessing to be here. So
Yeah, and like I said, people from outside looking in, they may just see as like, oh, he's just 16, he's just 18, but
Right.
for us, it's like it's a milestone.
Yeah,
That's how I
definitely.
look at it. It's a milestone, it's achievement, it's more life.
yeah, definitely.
What are some ways, before I ask the question, Philly has a reputation, I know, in basketball for being gritty, basketball handle, toughness. What are some ways Philly is shown in you on and off the court? How has Philly helped you as a person and as a football player?
Philly definitely showed me the ropes of things of that nature. Like seeing like a lot of my friends lose their lives at a young age and a lot of people being arrested at a young age, I could have took that path, but it showed me the results of them things. So it made me be like, I can't be that type of person for my family. I got to be the opposite of what these people are doing. So my close friends and things showed me the right way to do things, though, through the wrong ways.
And how will you try to lead by example, just to show people that the streets is not where it's at? You should go to college, get a degree, because you come from the hood, so people are looking up to you as a college student and as a football player. So what are some ways you try to show that it's more than Philly?
Yeah, like you said, you be part of it in your environment, but in a positive way. We got a lot of people that come from the city and are positive role models in the city. So I feel as though with me, I plan on like giving back to the community and things of that nature and showing people that just because you're from the hood and you go through certain things, that you can still be great in life. You can still be who you want to be. Like you don't have to be a follower. Like,
Definitely. So did this instance make you view life from a different perspective?
yeah, definitely. I view my life from a way different perspective. So way different.
What is one piece of advice you would give to the young kids out there in Philly who's going through what you went through and maybe feeling down about their chances of making it out? Because it seems like you're on the road to, to success. You got good things going on.
Right. My thing is never give up and go the right way. Because if everybody doing the same thing, there's always that one person that does a different thing. That's the one that succeeds. So try to be different and be your own self. Don't try to change for nobody.
Definitely. Like, Philly is crazy. Nader, unfortunately, he had an incident where he was shot in the head. But here he is today on TV Time with Tyler. I'm very fortunate to have you here. It's sad. It's sad. Let's get back to the team. As we mentioned, 7-0, ranked in the country. What have been the keys to success so far?
Brotherhood. Last year, we got the same return team from last year, but I feel like the mentality of the team has completely did a 360.
Definitely.
Whereas though, like we just relentless and we're brothers, so we understand that and we always got each other back. So.
How does that help y'all on the field? You feel like just being able to support each other 100%?
Yeah, just like when we know we're gonna give up some things. Like I might give up a touchdown pass, or Jerry Elder, another safety, might give up a touchdown pass. But we gotta understand that like we're brothers at the end of the day. So you gotta have his back. So I know he make a mistake and stuff like that. I gotta have his back because when I make a mistake, I want him to be the same way for me.
Definitely.
So
you're 7-0 undefeated, ranked in the country. You unfortunately came up short in the PSAC championship last year. Went to the NCAA tournament though.
Right.
Do you feel any pressure just from people? They see Westchester coming to their field, or they coming to Westchester. Do you feel like they have their game marked on their calendar?
I feel like every game for us is a championship game. I feel like every team comes out and get us. So we gotta keep that mentality that We know that. Even teams, the records don't show. We come from an East Stroudsburg team last week that was 1-5,
Okay.
and they played to the fourth quarter. So we gotta understand that everyone looks at us as a championship game. So we gotta get after it.
How does that keep you on your toes?
It's exciting because we know we're gonna go to their home field and we're gonna dominate them, and there're gonna be a lot of fans there. So that definitely keeps me on my toes.
So you yourself have had an amazing season. You interception, fumbles, touchdowns, etc., doing it all in defensive end. What are some ways you try to make your presence felt?
I try to, like you said, and like as far as I'm a playmaker, if I consider myself. So any way I gotta get, I make plays, get myself going. Sometimes I'm being taken out of games because teams know who I am. So I try to be more so a vocal leader, get my guys involved, talk and communicating all across the field, so everyone is involved. So.
Is there any players in the NFL that you like get that from, that you notice, oh, they do that to their team and they're winning? Let me try to be the same way, or is it just natural?
I would look at Malcolm Jenkins. I feel like Malcolm Jenkins is a real good leader as far as aspect, because he's the key player in the team, and he doesn't get a lot of recognition because he doesn't make a lot of plays. But I feel as though he's that core guy because he's the leader and the vocal leader of that defense. So.
Speaking of the Eagles, what's your thoughts on them so far?
I mean, I feel like they gotta get it together. They might need me in the defensive backfield because man, they're having a little bit of struggles right now.
Do you think they're gonna turn it around, or is it?
I definitely think they're gonna turn it around. I feel like football, it's a long season, it's wide open, so I feel like they're definitely gonna turn it around and get a repeat of that championship.
Definitely. Like you said, it's a long season. You got 3 games left for Westchester. You have a game coming up this weekend, Battle of the Undefeated.
Yeah.
What's going through your mind as that game approaches?
I'm just ready to go, man. We playing a good team right now, and that's what a lot of people don't think we're gonna prevail over this good team. But I believe that we'll show a lot of people wrong and prove the critics wrong.
Yeah, Westchester has an upcoming game this Saturday against Kutztown, both undefeated, both ranked in the country. It's going to be a showdown. And this is their last road game before returning home back to Farrell Stadium with a game against, you said, Lockhaven, right?
Lockhaven University, yep.
What's the energy going into that game?
Homecoming, you got to keep that energy. Everybody, I feel like it's going to be good vibes, good energy, so we're going to keep it going with a W.
Definitely. I like that, and I like that energy right there. I like that mindset. 3 games left, and I'm assuming that's the mindset for all 3 games. Win out and be ready strong to the playoffs. How you feeling, going towards the end of the season?
Yeah, I feel healthy. Thank God. It's a blessing to be healthy, and we feel confident, so I think we're going to get it done.
Westchester's behind you. I'm behind you. I wish you the best of luck, and I want to thank you again for coming in.
Appreciate it, bro.
Once again, TV Time with Ty, Nadir Rouse, and host Tyler Jefferson. See you all next week.